Hey guys, welcome back to Blue Dragon RPG. My name is John, and today I'm taking a look at the newly released Lost City Original Adventures Reincarnated by Goodman Games. So this is a 5th edition conversion and classic homage. If you've never seen these books before, they are pretty amazing. So basically what they do is they take modules from back in the day when you had the basic and expert Moldvay rule set. These are my old school basic and expert rule books. But anyways, they take adventure modules from back in the day in the BX rule system, and they reprint them, but also do a 5th edition conversion for them. So real quick before I dive into this particular book, since I've never done a video on these, I will actually just go through and show you the first 3, just real quick. So the first one that came out was Into the Borderlands, and this covered B1 and B2, so In Search of the Unknown and The Keep on the Borderlands. So that was the first one that came out. I'm just going to set these to the side. The second one that came out was the Isle of Dread. I actually have my old Isle of Dread module here. So there's the map and stuff and the module. So I don't know, just an interesting aside there. So that was the second one, was the Isle of Dread. And then the third one that was released was the Expedition to the Barrier Peaks. So, very cool. Each of them, I don't know if you've noticed, but each of these books has a bookmark. So that's always nice in big, like, hardbound books when they give you a bookmark. So, but today we're specifically looking at this one. This is the newest release. It literally just came out. I had pre-ordered it, and it was just delivered to my house today. Let me get these out of the way. Someday I'm going to make in-depth videos on the basic and expert rules, because it is, honestly, I like it more than Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I thought that rule set was I thought it was better, but that's a discussion for a different time. All right, the Lost City. So what they do in these books is, like, so you open it up on the inside cover. Oh, real quick, I am kind of disappointed because I don't know if you can see it, but I do have 3 major points of damage on my hardcover. You can't really, well, I can tell in person, and it bugs me because I'm kind of OCD like that, but it's serviceable. It's fine. I'm not going to freak out too much over it. But anyways, I just thought I'd point that out. Must have happened during the shipping process or something. So anyways, when you open these books up, usually the inside cover here, let me flip this one open. Usually the inside cover has the maps, and then the back inside cover, it's usually a color reprint of the original module as it appeared when it came out. So, The Lost City was 1982, at least for whatever printing this is. I know sometimes there's several printings, like the Keep on the Borderlands. They included several printings in there. So usually what they do is there's an introduction, and that is just various writers and game designers talking about their experiences with said model. So in this case, you've got, you know, the Lost City being talked about here, and these are always cool to read through. It's kind of like a historical, you know, chunks of information, which I always think is cool because I love history. And so this is Goodman Games announcement at Gen Con 2019. So that's when they announced the Lost City. And then what they do is they go through and they reprint the original module. So you'll get, most of this book is, black and white, but then you'll get these high gloss colored pages that kind of show off the original module. And that's what these 2 pages are. And then the rest of this will be the exact module as it is written for the BX rules with no changes. This is just a complete reprint of that module. So here is the end of the module. So obviously more maps and more color pictures of the modules. And then what they do is they kind of go into background information before they just dive into the 5th edition conversion. So this all starts the 5th edition conversion, so that usually the back half of the book is the 5th edition stuff. So this has all been rewritten to fit into your 5e games. And then they've usually obviously have appendices with monsters that need to be added that aren't obviously specifically in the monster manual or any Wizards released book. And then new magic items and spells that pertain to the module. And then new designed maps. So these books are amazing. If you've ever been interested in picking up old modules and you are not familiar with them, this is a good place to start, especially if you want to just play them in 5th edition and you don't necessarily care about playing with the BX rules. You can at least pick these books up and get to play some of these classics with the 5th edition rules. But if you're like me and you are really into the old basic and expert rules, this is a good way to get a nice piece of history. To me, these books represent a history book, a 5th edition game book adventure, but also it works for me as a reprint of these classic modules, which is awesome because some of these aren't available on Drive-Thru-RPG. Now, obviously, some of them you could pick up on eBay, but you're going to be paying sometimes between 30, 40, 50 bucks for some of these modules. So these retail at $49.99. To me, it's worth it to pick up this book because then you've got the basic rules reprinted as they were. It's the direct reprint. And you also get the 5th edition conversion, and you get all the history written by people, game designers and authors and stuff like that. So if you're interested in the basic and expert rules, you can pick these up in PDF form for only like $4.99, I think, on Drive-Thru-RPG. So to me, that's worth it. If you've never played BX rules, I highly suggest you check it out. You'll probably find that these rule sets are super enjoyable. I know I enjoy them, and I actually preferred them over Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. So, well, that kind of wraps up my quick look at the Lost City. I plan on, I have 20,000 different topics I want to cover in videos. Who knows if I'll ever live long enough to get through all of my video ideas. But I do want to do a more in-depth review of the module itself. I want to start doing that. I want to start doing modules and old school D&D stuff because, there is a big movement of old school players that are kind of helping BX come back. And I just think that's awesome. If you have not checked out the channel Roll Stats, I really enjoy his take on the BX rules. Like he has multiple videos where he talks about the old rule set, and he talks about different modules, and I just really like his personality. He's very passionate, and he's such a good speaker, and I aspire to be like someone like that. So if you haven't checked out his channel, I'll leave a link in the description. Go check out his channel, and maybe tell him Blue Dragon sent you. He's a super nice guy. He's commented on a lot of my stuff, you know, either on Twitter or Instagram or YouTube itself, and so, you know, I want to support people in the community that are just super nice and have nice personalities, and are just, you can tell, are just genuinely nice people. So The Lost City, pick it up if you haven't already, or pick up one of the other 3. Now there's a 5th one coming out, and that'll reprint Castle Amber, so that's, I think that's up for pre-order. And then in the fall, possibly, so yeah, Castle Amber comes out, I think September, if I'm not mistaken. And then they have one coming out, I want to say around Christmas. I think it says December 2020. And that will be actually a 2-book set. And it will have the entire Temple of Elemental Evil, which I am so thrilled. That is one of my favorite modules. So that'll be like, what was that? T1 through 4. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. I can't wait to get back to the village of Hamlet and return to the Temple of Elemental Evil. So hopefully I can run that for my group. I want to run all these for my group. I want to run everything for my group. The problem is time. When you only play once a week, there's so much that I would love to do, but so little time. Kind of like making videos. So hopefully I'll eventually get to these module reviews and talking about, I want to start talking about the history of some of these. So anyways, thank you so much for watching me ramble through this video. I only stumble over my words because I'm just so excited, and my mouth can't keep up with the thoughts in my head, if that makes sense. So thank you, I appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.